It never ever come to fruition, did it?
I remember talk like that from government. Hi, who's that?
Hello there, this is Tim from Knighton.
Hello, Tim in Knighton. How are you?
Tim.
Yeah, I'd like to have a word with Pat if I can, mate.
Well, he's here.
Go ahead, mate.
Nice one, Pat. I agree with everything you're saying, mate. Agree right down the line. I know what language you're speaking.
Well, not surprised. You sound like Pat.
Tim.
It's like Pat Clark.
Get on that. Don't bloody hang me out to dry. I've heard you, mate.
Listen, Tim, most people do agree with what this sort of attitude I've got and what you're saying that you agree with. Most people agree with it, but they're too frightened to say so.
No.
They're too frightened to be labelled.
You have it now right on the head there, mate. But what I wanted to ask you was, will you be doing the old race march this year down the old Shanklin, like down around the pubs? Like?
No, we don't do a race march. We celebrate St George's Day, but we don't do a race march.
I missed it the year before. Love it. Love to get down there and see if we can, raise the ruckus.
No, we don't raise ruckus.
This is the image you've got, Pat.
It's never ever been any trouble on a St George's Day celebration.
They see you in your Doc Martens and your red braces and your Crombie and the red robes and all of this. And it is a pub crawl around Shanklin. See, this is it with the shooter.
In shirts, jackets, ties.
Right. But where have you got this image from?
You.
How can it be... Pat, how can you say... I could sue you for that.
You and Doc. You and Doc. That's where the image come from.
Oh, so we have the pub crawl on St George's Day. We're out there. Who came on the air and said he had a shooter?
Now, you're calling it pub crawl now. What's it normally called? A march or a demo?
Well, that's not me.
Is it you?
Where have I got that from, Pat? I wouldn't use phrases. I've never been on a march or a demo.
You're having a Turkish now.
Right. This is Jeff at the bike shed. Hello, Jeff.
Alex, hi. Hi, Pat. How you doing?
All right, Jeff.
How are you?
All right, mate.
Good stuff. That sounded like a recording of you, Pat. It didn't sound like somebody else phoning up.
Yeah, that Jim or Tim, whatever he's called, it sounded like you.
No, I was talking to him.
Yeah, we know that. We're here.
Yeah, I know you were talking, but it sounded like a recording. It was uncanny. Stab vest, Pat.
Go on.
Do you know Streatham?
Yeah.
Well, do you know that shooting that they had in Streatham in the ice rink?
Oh, yeah.
You see it on the news.
Well, they have about 3 a day, don't they?
My lad's the junior ice hockey captain, and they played in Streatham a few weeks later. And, I mean, there's always rucks in ice hockey on the ice. I mean, it's part of the game, in full contact games, or contact, whatever they call it. And there was a bit of a ruckus. There was a parent that dived over the barrier and started laying into my lad. And they stopped the game, and they completely stopped it. And then one of the lads' fathers said, "Right, come on, let's get out of here. Let's go. Don't even need to get changed. Let's just get out of here." And they were going towards the coach, and there was a I don't know what you've got to call him now, but there was a coloured lad.
You're frightened to say, aren't you?
Well, I am frightened to say it because I just don't know what's politically correct anymore.
You say what you feel. Speak from the heart.
You can't say what you...
You can say what you damn well like, Alex.
No, you can't, Pat.
You might get in trouble for it, but you can still say what you like.
And mixed coloured.
Is that what he was?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Mixed origin, I think, is the correct...
Oh, yeah, sorry. A
lad of mixed origin.
He didn't say that, did he? Mixed origin. Mixed origin is surely a half-caste person.
You can't say half-caste anymore.
Why not?
What's ethnic? Is that it?
Ethnic? Brown? Was he... But, listen, what does the colour of the skin got to do with it? I don't understand that.
That's where he's coming from.
No.
This stab vest situation, this ethnic chap, he pulled his coat open, and inside his coat he had something that looked like a meat cleaver or some kind of, like, knife.
Yeah, but Pat is Caucasian, I think the phrase, and he carries a shooter.
I don't carry a shooter.
You do, Pat, don't you?
No, I don't.
See?
What in your boot? In a jag?
See?
Everyone's on the wind at a day, Jeff, aren't they?
No, it's just what I've... the trouble is, on the Isle of Wight, it goes round so quick, you know, it's, you just end up believing it, don't you? It's almost like subliminal training on the Isle of Wight. But I think, Pat, you've, you know, with that situation with stab vest, you know, I think down here you would never send a lad surely to school with a stab vest, but in London...
in London you could understand it. You could see it, couldn't you?
But why would you continue to let your child go to that school if they needed a stab vest to get through the day? And once these kids...
Because you try and move somewhere like the Isle of Wight, people like you have a pop at me for doing it.
Do you know, I drove up to...
Oh, really?
I drove up to Birmingham yesterday, and I tell you what, we came back through some really, really strange towns, and I thought, isn't it lovely, in the Isle of Wight, lovely, driving back here thinking, aren't we lucky not to have to live amongst all of that kind of
It's,
Well,
it's
not
a
yet,
relief
but
to get back.
if
If you
people-
go to mainland, it's a relief to get back, Jeff, isn't it?
See, we get on the Isle of Wight. The Isle of Wight's a beautiful place. We've got our own riffraff, but we're getting the riffraff from London and the Midlands, like you, Pat. Nice bloke, but you're riffraff.
How can you call me riffraff?
Well, you're common.
What's your definition of common? Then?
All the geezer stuff.
No, that is called a regional accent. It's
That's
nothing to
not
do with common.
It's you're playing the part of the geezer. You're common. You're nice. You're the backbone of Britain, but you're common
How can you say that?
because you're working class
You're not.
and I'm middle class.
Ha!
What?
You work that out then.
No.
All right, then.
I'm lower class as well.
No, you and
No,
Pat are
you-
the same. You're working
I'm
class.
low-
Don't
I'm
put yourself
lower
down.
class.
Don't put
No,
yourself
I'm not
down.
putting you down. You're
No,
working
I'm
class.
talking to him. Don't put himself down.
It's people like you that made this country what it was, not what it is.
You make me laugh. I don't see how you're any different than me.
I hope I haven't offended you.
No.
There's nothing wrong in being working class. You should be
Take a
proud
lot
to
more
be.
than- Take a lot more than that to
You
offend
should
me.
be proud to be working class.
So you don't work then? You're not a working class person?
Well, I thought I was middle
You
class.
class yourself as middle class.
Oh, is that? Sorry, am I not good enough to be middle class?
No, I
then?
think you class yourself as middle class.
I do.
Why is that?
Because if you put yourself in a bracket, I'm not upper class. I'm not well educated. I'm not upper class. I'm not a toff. I'm not a sir. I'm not a dame. And I'm not working, all right, geezer. And
Because you haven't got a regional accent, you're not working class.
I don't see myself as working. Maybe I am working class. And if I was, I'd be very proud of it. I'm not looking down on you.
Well, I've never thought of really classing myself as working class, middle class,
Pat,
or
you are
any
common.
class.
You're common.
I'm not common.
You are.
How'd you work out I'm common?
Because you act common. You talk common.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Unbelievable.
But
Oh, what? You don't think you're common?
no, at
No,
least
don't.
at least the common people, like Pat here and me,
Cheers.
we have a nice life,
Yes.
don't we?
Yeah, I don't know where you're coming from, mate.
We have a nice life. We work our own.
Right, we're
thing.
going to leave it there. We'll come back to this, Pat, because this is interesting. But another day.
Yeah, fine.
Thank you, Mick. You all right?
Yeah.
I thought someone was sending like 2,500 volts through your headphones. There. Thank you very much,
No.
Pat.
All right, cheers.
Can
Thank
we
you.
can we have the cushion back, by the way, when you've finished?